Welcome to today's video. Disclaimer before today's video starts. I am not a doctor, do not have my PhD yet. But I am a coach. I am technically licensed to teach in physical fitness, sports medicine, and nutrition. So that's what I'm going to do, kinda, sorta. I'm gonna lead to it's gonna go back and forth, right? Now, what I want to teach you guys is, I'm not going to teach you guys. I want to go over a certain concept, right? Specifically for females, not men, obviously. But I want to kind of help in a certain area that's going to help you guys out and make you help a lot of you guys to look better and feel better at the exact same time. Now, what today's concept is going to be on is PCOS. Now, not something I've seen online a lot, or at all. Then I don't typically look it up. But PCOS, Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. I want to go over that for you guys for sure. The one part I want to go over is the weight loss portion of it. Now, for those who do not know, PCOS, what it is a hormonal disorder that results in larger ovaries. But yes, now what it can lead to is irregular periods, as you guys know, hair loss, acne, and weight gain. Now, what is caused by is, of course, an increase in male hormones being androgens, right? Of course, males, when we have androgen receptors, what I'm going over is typically when you have higher male hormone, your body fat is stored differently. Now, typically, as a male, as you see on male, typically our body fat is held in our midsection. Now, that is actually the most dangerous place to hold body fat, which can lead to a lot of different health problems, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. Now, my key, right, because it then turns the female's, how should I say this? Females' way of storing fat differently. Also, a lot more dangerous, a little more fatal this way, if not treated kindly. Now, keep in mind, yes, you guys can take medication. Now, I'm not gonna say, hey, you might got it because you look this, and this. Of course, go see a doctor, go check with them first. I'm just giving you information as far as the weight loss portion of it, right? But I do want to give you guys more understanding of what it actually, before I dive into more of the weight loss point of it for sure. But yeah. Then keep in mind, when you are storing fat, your body is going to store fat more in your midsection. Now, before I go to the weight loss, I want to get into a deeper understanding of what it is going to do to you. Now, let's look at this. Where am I? Okay. Now, let's look at this. Okay, yeah. Now, one thing is when job, because since my job at this point, not the doctor part, I'm not diagnosing you, I'm not doing anything. My job is to not allow you to not help you and teach you how to lose weight, but also allow you to, of course, control your body more. Now let's look at this. This is, why does polycystic ovary syndrome cause you to gain weight? Now keep in mind, PCOS makes it more difficult for the body to use the hormone insulin, right? Which normally helps convert sugars and starches from foods into energy, right? This condition called insulin resistance can cause insulin and sugar glucose to build up in the bloodstream. Now keep in mind, high insulin levels increase the production of male hormones called androgens, right? High androgen levels lead to symptoms such as body hair growth, acne, irregular periods, and weight gain. Because weight gain, triggered by male hormones, is typically stored in the abdomen, right? This is where men tend to carry their weight, as we all know, as I said before. So instead of having a pear-shaped, women with PCOS have more of an apple shape. Right? Apples taste good, but people might not think it looks good, right? Abdominal fat is the most dangerous kind of fat. That's because it is associated with increased risk of heart disease. Now, to as you guys know, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Things, of course, you want to kind of stick away from. That's going to help with, of course, diet and training, what I'm getting to more so later. But let's look at this, right? Now, what can you do to lose weight, right? Now, cool thing is, losing weight not only cuts your risk for many diseases, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, low blood, stuff like that, right? It can also make you feel better. Also, you look better, you feel better at the exact same time. Now, keep in mind, you losing just 10% of your body fat. Of course, if you're from 30, going from 30 to 20 is phenomenal. Going from 40 to 30, phenomenal. I don't want people feeling like they need to go from 40 to 25 or from 40 to 15. Just 10% cut in your body fat percentage is going to be phenomenal for you. Now, keep in mind also, just cutting it by 10%, depending on where you are, can also regulate your periods. Keep in mind, you can also take medications, again, speak to your doctor, X, Y, and Z. Now, it can also help relieve some of the symptoms of polycystic ovary syndrome. Now, weight loss can improve insulin sensitivity. That will reduce your risk of diabetes, nice, heart disease, and other Pcos complications. Now, of course, they say in order to lose weight, first speak with a doctor. They're going to take your BMI, your body fat percentage. They're going to measure you X, Y, and Z. They're probably going to put you on a diet, blah, 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 blah. Right, now, here's what they suggest you do. And I'm going to see whether I agree or disagree with it based off of my personal studies. Now, the first one I do agree with for sure is to eat a high fiber, low sugar diet, load on fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Now, here's the thing. The part where the fruits and vegetables came in, you do not want your insulin to spike too much. You do not want to, of course, eat too much simple carbs, right? Eat more complex carbs for sure. So avoid processed and fatty foods. Keep your blood sugar levels in check. So what that means is, might be going to McDonald's less, Chick-fil-A less, Burger King less, right? Keep it more whole food based, right? Whether it's quinoa, brown rice, of course chicken, tilapia, all these whole food based foods, right? Also, things of course will also be important: beets, ginger, radishes. If you want, start eating more foods like that as well, right? Now, also, what they also think is will be important is eat 4 to 6 small meals throughout the day rather than 3 large meals. This helps control your blood sugar levels. Now, when it comes to that, my biggest thing is everyone's different, right? The body may be kind of particular where they feel like the insulin may spike or kind of go through the coaster, but if you're regularly eating at a time that your body knows, right, it's not going to have any insignificant spikes, right? Any significant spikes, right? So something your body will be able to control easily for something that's more consistent. Like, for example, if you're fasting, right, throughout the entire night, when you eat in the morning, your insulin spikes more because you haven't been eating. Your body's now trying to not process these sugars and foods and process and transform from the food itself into an energy source. But if you keep it more consistent, it will have no need to keep spiking it because now your energy source is coming from the food so consistently. Okay. And also they feel, right, is eat, of course not eat, but work out 30 minutes a day, if not all, but most of the days of the week. Now I do say that being active is very important, right? Being active is something you really want to do. You don't want to get a point to where you're just going on walks, right? Going on walks is fine to start off, but as a coach, from a coach standpoint, regulating your insulin is, of course, at the end is going to be important if you're not only just doing good cardio, but also having a great weight training system, right? So if you want to go, of course, go grab a coach, also speak with a dietitian, right? Speak with a doctor first, because, of course, you never know what things your body can and cannot do. Get a professional opinion before doing X, Y, and Z too much further, and so forth. Man, it's going off today. But, yes, one thing I do want to make sure you guys are inclined to know is that it's important to have an idea that, yes, you can take medication for it. Yes, it's going to, of course, with these increased male hormones, your body is going to start gaining more weights, specifically in the abdominal area. Doesn't mean you guys start doing more crunches and setups. You want to burn fat overall. So yes, pick up a better diet, right? Get more active if you're not active. Whether it's going on bike rides, whether it's mountain climbing, hikes, going to the gym, I'll say minimum 30 minutes of moderate to higher intense activity. Right? Because even though I'm going to be completely honest, the doctors might say go walking, but keep in mind, I don't want you guys walking too much to feel like that's going to get you from point A to point B. Although more movement, some movement better than no movement at all. Take it with a grain of salt. Just giving you guys my ideas and my thoughts on the matter. But when it comes to more dietary, one thing I want to get back to, because they said eat 4 to 6 meals throughout the entire day. Now, my thing is I want you guys to eat more whole foods, right? When it comes to fruits, what I'm going to suggest is stick to a berry-based diet, right? Raspberries, blueberries, what's other than raspberries, blueberries? Why am I not thinking about any berries right now? Of course, lower in sugar, great for blood health and antioxidants, of course, right? Raspberries being a natural ketone, if that's something you want to know, just something to know, right? But also beets, radishes, squash, stuff like that. Things that you don't typically think you need to start eating, but you want to put your body into where it's going to work for you, not against you. So yes, turmeric, ginger, all these things you want to start adding into your diet to really help you with your blood health for sure as well, right? But also whether you want to depend on certain meats you want to eat, yes, eat lower fat meats, not too much fatty foods. Whether it's chicken, whether it's like ground turkey, for sure you're looking at, say, cod, tilapia, salmon, right? Foods of those nature is going to really help you out and get you on the right track for your health long term. So yeah, that's as far as the diet portion. Of course, veggies is going to be super important too. Fruits, veggies, and proper protein. As you guys know, so carbs, of course, increase your fiber intake. Do not forget that as well. So of course, carbs, fiber intake, and your protein intake, as well as fruits. Right? If you want to have nuts here and there, do so. But keep in mind that's what you want to kind of look into. And was if you're allergic to nuts, I'm not telling you to do so. Just give me guys ideas, pointers, what direction you guys want to go. Again, speak with your professional doctor or dietitian or your coach. Right. Yeah, without further ado, that'll be my thoughts and insights on PCOS in the matter of what you can do for you to start losing weight if that's what you're dealing with currently. Right. But yeah, share it with your mom, your dad, well, not your dad, your wife, sister, anyone who's dealing with this, as well as helping them try to get the word out, give them more insight on what it is if they don't already know. If they need to get diagnosed, have them go speak with a doctor. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to have you guys like, comment, subscribe on the next video. Go watch the video I posted recently. Also did the video, I believe, on Monday. This Monday, on what women should do if they're pregnant, how they should properly diet and train. I'm doing more videos pertaining to women more often nowadays. Appreciate that. But I love you guys for sure, 100%. I want you guys, of course. Remember, today's not the past and it's not the future. It's the present, because it's a gift. And I live it to the fullest.